Hey, it's Rebecca. Welcome to Returning, a podcast to return to yourself and the wisdom within. I'm so glad you are here with me. Thanks for returning. Today, we are exploring a really big topic, and that topic is the topic of healing. What is it, and how can we embrace it? It's so often spoken about as a return to wholeness, and I love that term. And I do find that sometimes in the new age and wellness industry, there really is this overemphasis on the healed state being like this state to get to, rather than the healing process. I believe that we are part of nature, and no part of nature is ever in a fixed state of perfection, even when it is in full bloom. I believe that actually we are always healing because we're always changing, and change really is the most natural thing in the world. So that's what we're exploring today. How can we flip our perception of healing as a destination to get to, and rather a process to embrace? I'll also be sharing a really powerful practice I created called the Healing is Happening Activation Meditation. I've shared this practice within the Sanctuary, which is my membership. And the response has been really, really moving. It's a beautiful practice. It's really more like a song with sound technology that you can just receive. It should be super nourishing. So really excited to share that with you here now too. To see how it lands with you, and just invite you to receive it as like a sound healing rather than something that you have to really like actively strive towards doing. And then, as always, we'll then move into soul inquiry at the end of the podcast for you to receive more fully the wisdom that is whispering within you. So I know how precious your time is, so let's jump right into opening sacred space together now. Taking a deep breath in, and in the center of your heart, imagine a beautiful flower, and invite that flower to open petal by petal, revealing a light in the middle. And this is your wise, intuitive self, your soul, the part of you that is always guiding you and available for you to return to it. Taking another deep breath in here and now, and really inviting it to step forward. And as always, let's acknowledge the keepers and custodians of the land where you are, spirits of the land, and where I am too, known and unknown. Beautiful. Let's begin. So, what do we mean by the word healing? I personally resonate with the description of healing being a return to wholeness. I love that phrase, a return to wholeness. I personally believe that healing really is happening every moment of every day. But it's not just about reaching some kind of perfect state. Rather, it's about growing and evolving and transforming into this wholeness, and this wholeness being our ever-changing true nature. So we know that we're ever-changing beings living in an ever-changing world, and we are not meant to stay the same. And because we are always changing, we're actually always perhaps in a state of healing. We're always changing and returning to this state of wholeness every moment of every day. But the way I'm beginning to see healing and wholeness is that wholeness isn't a stagnant state. It's not about this perfection that we need to get to. Rather, because we're part of nature, and nature's always changing and growing and transforming, we are constantly surrendering into our wholeness through embracing the ever-changing nature of life. And so if you take something in nature, and you see that we are part of nature, I believe that. So if you take something in nature like the rose, for example, we're reminded that we were never meant to stay the same or stagnant or strive for one fixed state. It's only in surrendering to the natural cycles of change that we can truly embrace our true, complete wholeness through all of the seasons of our life. Sometimes I think that perhaps it's our obsession in our culture with summer and youth that sees the full bloom state, so the summer state, if we're talking seasons, as more perfect or more whole or more healed than, say, the fertile void of winter. And yet, when we return to nature, it's actually in the fertile void of winter when, things might seem so quiet and dark and barren, but actually beneath the surface, we know that things have actually never been more alive, more potent, more full of hope, more full of potential, more full of life. And so when we flip our view of healing and see it not as this destination or place of to arrive at of like I am healed, being healed, or I am complete or perfected, but rather embrace it as an ever-changing journey where we return again and again to who we are becoming, every moment then turns into a return to wholeness. And we realize that we were never meant to stay the same because we, like life, like all things in nature, are not stagnant. And perhaps this is what it means actually to truly live, to be truly alive, to truly heal, to embrace all parts of the ever-changing nature of our lives as well as life itself. And so what I want you to know is that you're not broken. You're simply part of the ever-changing nature of life. Change is your natural state. You were never meant to stay the same, to be one single shape, size, or way. You're not normal, and that's normal. You're always becoming more and more of who you truly are. No one is immune to the polarity of this human experience. The only way through it is to embrace all parts of it, from the ecstasy to the agony, the extremes, the joy to the grief, the bloom to the fall, to the winter, to the bud. When you do this, perhaps you'll realize that healing is always happening and that life is on your side. So they're my ponderings about reframing the way we look at healing through leaning into nature as our wisdom keeper and guide. We're going to receive the Healing is Happening activation meditation now, or just in just a moment. And so, if you're up for it, I invite you can lay down if you want to fully receive it that way. But if not, if you're going about your day, just let it wash over you. I often will play this activation really softly while I'm creating or doing work or just pottering around the house, and other times I'll receive it like a full meditation. As you listen to the meditation, see if you can open yourself up to reminding yourself of your ever-changing true nature, and loosen your grip or release the pressure to be at this some place of perfection, this end destination of healed. My intention with sharing this is really to invite you into an energetic experience of surrendering to healing as a constant state. So a constant return to wholeness, not this end destination to get to. I've created this activation using music that has been made with something that I love working with called Solfeggio frequencies. They're essentially special sacred sound tones. And you can read a little bit more about that on my website if you want, or in the sanctuary. You may have had experiences of healing with sound before. Maybe you've experienced a sound bath, or even listened to tones of a crystal singing bowl, or perhaps you've worked with this technology before. And so, yeah, just staying open to receiving it on that deeper sound, vibration, cellular level. I hope you find the energy as powerful as I have, and that, it invites you to experience deep healing in a gentle, comforting, nourishing way. This meditation is really designed to be a healing transmission that you can soak up anytime. So as I said before, lay down, or if you're driving, just receive it in a way that is convenient for you right now. Okay, so let's take a breath together and let's receive the activation now. Healing is happening. Healing is happening. Nature is always changing. You are part of nature, and so you are too. Healing is happening. Healing is happening. Nature is always changing. You are part of nature, and so you are too. Healing is a return to wholeness. Healing is happening every moment of every day. What if we saw healing as a return to wholeness, about growing, evolving, and transforming into this wholeness? We are ever-changing beings in an ever-changing world. We are not meant to stay the same. And because we are ever-changing, we are always in a state of healing, returning again and again and again to a state of wholeness every moment of every day. Wholeness isn't stagnant. Because we are part of nature, and nature is always changing, growing, and transforming, we are always healing. Healing is always happening. Healing is happening. Healing is happening. Every moment of every day, healing is happening. I wonder if it is our obsession with being in full bloom forever that makes us feel broken when things are simply changing for us. Make us feel broken when we experience anything other than what we see as ideal. What I want you to know is you're not broken. You're simply part of the ever-changing nature of life. Change is your natural state. You were never meant to stay the same, to be one single shape, size, or way. You're not normal, and that is completely normal. You're always becoming more and more of who you truly are. Because healing is happening. Yeah, healing is happening. Every moment of every day, healing is happening. Your body knows how to heal. Your mind knows how to heal. Your heart knows how to heal. Your soul knows how to heal. Your cells know how to heal. And healing is happening. Healing is happening. Every moment of every day, healing is happening. Right now, healing is happening. Healing is happening. life is always changing. And you are part of life, and so you are too. Healing is happening. Healing is happening. You're not broken. You never were. You're part of the ever-changing nature of life. Change, therefore, is your natural state. You were never meant to stay the same, to be one single shape, size, or way. Healing is happening. Your soul knows how to heal. Healing is happening. Your cells know how to heal. Healing is happening. Your body knows how to heal. Every moment of every day. Your heart knows how to heal. Healing is happening. Your mind knows how to heal. Healing is happening. Your soul knows how to heal. Healing is happening. Your cells know how to heal. Healing is happening. Your body knows how to heal. Every day. Your heart knows how to heal. Healing is happening. Your mind knows how to heal. Healing is happening. Your soul knows how to heal. Healing is happening. Your cells know how to heal. Healing is happening. The earth knows how to heal. Healing is happening. Life knows how to heal. Healing is happening. You know how to heal. Healing is happening. Soul inquiry is a practice where we enter into a direct dialogue with our inner self. I personally like to write down my answers, as I find I receive my intuition more deeply that way, but feel free to do what works for you. So staying in this beautiful, energetic, healing frequency that we've co-created, and feeling into today's soul inquiry prompt, which is: what shifts for you when you embrace healing as an ever-changing state? What shifts for you when you embrace healing as an ever-changing state? What shifts for you when you embrace healing as an ever-changing state? As always, let's commit to a grounded action. And so I want you to write down one baby step you can take in that direction to integrate it into your life today. One baby step you can take to act on the guidance that's come through today. Let's share a final breath together as we close this sacred space that we've stepped into. I'm so grateful for you being here. If you would like to return to the Healing is Happening meditation, you can actually find it for free on Spotify, Amazon, and iTunes, or wherever you stream your music. You can also download the full MP3 through the Sanctuary, my membership. You can head over to rebeccacampbell.me/membership for that. If you'd like to keep returning to yourself and returning here with me, then please hit subscribe. If you'd like the show notes from today's episode or to sign up to receive each new episode directly to your inbox, then just head over to rebeccacampbell.me/podcast. If you connected with today's practice, you can receive many more practices like meditations, rituals, chants, workbooks, guided soul journeys, and also monthly live circles through the Sanctuary. And you can learn more about the Sanctuary at rebeccacampbell.me/membership.